Hello and welcome back to Shogun 2 Total War as the Uesugi clan, where previously we have triggered Realm Divide. Now I haven't ended our turn just yet, so Realm Divide isn't really in full swing. No one's declared war on us just yet, but we are really in position to end our turn now. We're going to move this unit over here to help defend. This unit, which took Noso previously, does need to come back down really as quickly as possible down to North Shinano because of this massive stack here. We do need to make sure we garrison that as quickly as possible. So I think also this unit from Kaga needs to come down as well. We have some decent Ashigara there which are recruited with extra armor and melee capabilities there. We'll leave a few units in here to police the area, I think. Bloody hell, it's -9. We aren't actually repairing either. That does need to stay in police that thing, so I'd like to keep taxing that. So that's going to stay static for a little bit. But yeah, let's end the turn at the moment, I think. Over the end turn, we're going to take Shimosa because nothing's stopping us. And depending on how many losses we take there, we might go straight over to Kazusa as well. But that might be a two-turn thing. Otherwise, the greatest threat to us is currently the Satake clan. It looks like they might be dealing with a rebellion next turn, although it depends what happens with this one. They do have at least 2 stacks here. In fact, there's a third hiding around the corner there, and they're all very, very nasty. Spear focus here, spear focus there, and yeah, spear and bow actually there. So to fight one-on-one, be very happy to do that. We have better armies than them, but it's going to be rather difficult if they all come in at once. So I think we're going to keep our ambush over here, see what happens over the end turn. Shogun declared war, and the Hatake is going to try and take on our navy. That's a bad idea. They do not outnumber us. They're gonna they're going to be derping out a bit. A few of their ships are more experienced than ours, but a few of them have actually been battled already. So we can fight this mangly. It's just a little tedious doing these sea battles and naval battles. It's going to take a bit of time, but we can certainly win this. Well, the wind's not in our favour, it's very much in the enemy's favour actually. It shouldn't be too bad since we're not the largest of ships. Mostly rowboats here, of course. But we're going to speed through this because, like I said, it's largely going to be... it's just going to be tedious, to be honest. So, stop here. Focus over here, please, while we outnumber the enemy. Come around here, and we're going to push up. Increase our turn capacity. Actually, what we're going to do is pull back out over here. Because the enemy can get more people firing us than I'd like there. Although that is wavering, we can see. So maybe we should have kept in there. That's not a problem. Really not a problem there. Let's keep pushing in. Yes, on their flank. And we're going to have to keep an eye on how we're turning here. So keep pushing up here. Yeah, see what I mean? They take ages to turn around. Only little rowboats. I understand they can't really turn on a point. But one of our ships has been set ablaze, apparently. Okay, interesting. So this is actually a little messier than usual because the enemy is trying to group up and they're manoeuvring a little bit. We can see getting some shots in over here. They have 15 out of 47 crew members there. So this will be going down, and that's actually pretty decent because it's got a chevron on it. Slightly better than the rest of their ships. Over here actually is a possibility to take on this ship. It's got taken 1 loss. Let's push up over here with extra power, and we need to push around here, I think, with extra power to reinforce. These two can join in to become a flanking force with these two. Actually, yeah, this can keep firing here because we can remove this ship very soon, I think. Are we taking many losses here? No, we've not taken any just yet. So let's pull back, increase movement, keep firing on this. In fact, if we can, I want to try and block this off. I don't think it's going to happen though. We need to keep moving here because we're not going to have any accuracy there whatsoever. We need to let that one go and focus this one now. We will get some fire arrows out, but they don't generally do too much against Kabayas. Yeah, they're not going to stick too much there. How are we doing here? Let's focus this shit. Okay, so this isn't going as a normal battle would be for me, but that's absolutely fine. If we just focus this straggler, really negated that one's power. Not taking too many losses ourselves, it's just this one which is being isolated a little bit. That's okay, if it's being isolated, it's bound to take some damage. How are we doing over here? Not too bad whatsoever. We're diminishing this one's power very rapidly and getting quite the morale shock on there. So we've managed to reform our group here, so we now have a collective group, but the enemy's actually not derping out, which is amazing to see. Imagine a Total War AI not derping out. So this is actually going to be a bit more challenging. That's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so the enemy's really focused here, aren't they? We need to get to the top of this ship immediately. We need to bring in our ships over here at derping out. Let's increase their movement. So they're taking those massively wide turns that we don't need them to take here. Actually, a couple medium bunes of our own would have done quite well here, I think. Or Sengoku bunes for boarding actions would have been great. We're going to get a route here fairly soon, hopefully. It's wavering. Got barely anyone about. It doesn't look like we're really taking much fire in this area, which is brilliant. Don't know why that is. This one should be retreating very soon. There we go. And we can push in here. This one's retreating. Surrendered. Let's focus this one. Yeah, these ones need to turn in as quickly as possible, really. Because they're not helping us out at the moment. We see an enemy ship on our flank, might as well focus that. We're retreating with one there. Okay, let's regroup over here if possible. Very, very messy indeed, actually. Very, very messy indeed. That's okay. We can certainly work with it. Get over here. We've got a massive numbers advantage. We're getting a bit of a numbers advantage over here as well. Balance of power is in our favour. Gonna get their acting admiral. This one's retreating. It will be out of the battle. That will go towards a map edge. How are we doing over here? Yeah, that's all good. We crashed over here. Let's take that one then. Yeah, the acting admiral was now crashed as well. Let's push in here. Really get the numbers advantage going where we can. Get that surrendered. Brilliant. This one's going to surrender. Focus this one before it gets away, because otherwise it'll just be tedious chasing that down. I've now pretty much won, which is brilliant. Apologise, that was rather fiddly. But again, naval battles, I like to rush over them because they are just tedious. Again, while this is messier than usual, and we did take some damage, it's just... I really feel that there's no real challenge with naval battles. There's not a lot of thought you need to put into them whatsoever. And while we did actually lose one ship, we managed to gain even more. So we'll decide what we do with that when it's our turn, of course. And there we go, so the Imagawa and the Tokugawa will be declaring war on us as well. Actually, no, Imagawa's going to hold back. That's interesting. Especially because the Tokugawa's their vassals. That might remove that status. So, clan joins our enemies, the Miyoshi, Shoni, Amako, Hattori, Satake. We have an apprehension attempt over... Come on. Come on. Have an apprehension attempt over here. Doesn't look like it's gone through, which is amazing. So that's an enemy Meske. We should be able to convert that one. Excellent. Doesn't level us up. That's all good. Let's see if we can... So, ambush isn't going to work because it doesn't quite reach the road. Righty. Do we have night battles here? We do. Excellent. So we can get a night battle on this one. Well, I don't think they're going to be reinforcing here. Okay, we'll deal with that in just a second. We'll just do the smaller busy work at the moment by taking Shimosa. The night battle's not going to make any difference there. Lost one unit of bow warrior monks. That's absolutely fine. We could move over to Kazusa now. What happens if we leave here? I do apologise if you hear some thumping. My 12-year-old bunny sat next to me is not very happy. Right, we're going to have to police that for one turn, I think. We don't have anything really to deal with that. So if we move this unit They're still not happy with us there. That's rather annoying. What about over here? Still not happy with us there either. Don't like that whatsoever. We're going to need to go over here. At least we're not at war with the Tokugawa just yet. Gives us a little bit of time here. And this has really proved that we didn't need those trade agreements too reliantly, because we shouldn't be trading with anyone now. We're trading with the Tokugawa and Dase, but we did lose quite a few trade agreements, so we have some ports blockaded. So we're still standing at 5.6 thousand income, which is brilliant. Over here, what we're going to do is we're going to ambush to pick up the road there. And we can police and garrison here, which is great. We can stay defensive towards Wakasa at the moment, so I don't want to be overextending into the Amiko territory just yet. How are we looking with this navy? We need to get some scouting though. So we don't see anything too nasty here at the moment. Let's go to Tango. And actually, yeah, we see the enemy army over here, which will slowly move to Wakasa and Echizen, you can imagine. Let's see, let's get to North Shinano with these units. And we can finally repair over here. What we want to do here, we want to create a sake den so we get more happiness and income. In fact, the soil there might have been a bit of a better investment money-wise. We'll see if we want to spend any more money though anywhere else. Let's use this agent to see if these Satake have got any armies over here. And this doesn't seem to be the case just yet. We won't be seeing any armies landing from this area. So with this particular garrison, I think we want to create just a few more units here. What do we have? Largely warrior monks, that's all good. If we create a handful more there, that should be able to go to Fukushima and get that on the flank. So, let's use a night battle on two. Is this their daimyo? That is their daimyo and son and heir in one lovely group. Now we could... oh no, okay, so no one's reinforcing. Don't need to do a night attack, and I don't believe night attacks actually affect enemy morale. So there's no point of doing a night attack here. It's just going to be a straight up battle. Hopefully we don't take too many losses, because we might need to fight an extra battle in this turn with this army. So this will be absolutely pivotal, this battle. I really don't like the fact that they get a perfect hill to defend. There's some choke points we could have. It's covered by trees. We could try and sit on the face of this hill. We're going to give it a go, but I wouldn't hold my breath, you know. Going to use our slightly more armoured warrior monks to be the front line here. It's going to be a long front line, but that's okay. Quite a standard grouping, but I think we take a couple units of samurai and katana cavalry over here to be backed up by a unit of Naginasa monks. We do the same, I think, on... do we want to go for a flank there, or do we go massively oblique? Yeah, we'd do a massively oblique formation here. Get a couple more units. The armoured monks here can help out. We just make sure we're protecting our general on the flank here. These can be some reserves for our centre. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, I like that idea. So, group up here and take the hill. I'm just moving over here. Looks like the enemy is actually neglecting this hill at the moment, are they? No, they just stretch their lines rather long to cover half the bloody map. Alright, so what we do is we take this, group it up, and we stand all the way out here. Now I can see that because the enemy is so wide, what we're going to have to do is actually push up another minor hill here. Do not like that whatsoever. But the enemy's currently... they have been running actually, which is very interesting to see. We are going to attack from the very extreme of their flank. It's Yari Ashigaru actually in spear wall here, so we're going to watch out for that. Yari Samurai, Ashigaru here once again in Yari wall. In the centre we have Yari Ashigaru. That's actually quite an easy centre to take, to be honest. We might be quite okay to push that. We're going to push forwards a little bit with some units here. And we're going to try and tempt them out with our bow units. Might be a bit of a waste to hit there, because we have some Yari Samurai. We hit those with our bow units if possible. Enemies deciding to change their formation according to how we push. I really don't like this about the Shogun 2 AI. It's extremely defensive. Just makes things a little more... just makes things tough, really. Yeah, we're going to want to just make a line here. Looks like the enemy's trying to push out here, so what we need to do is just rush in with our Katana Samurai for now while they're not in a Yari wall, because it looks like they want to threaten our cavalry. And I can certainly work with that, if it means the enemy's moving. What we want to do then is run here, take these 3 units, run here. Yep, charging here, going to catch both units, that's absolutely fine. Units of warrior monks can take the flank here. We will charge this in a second, just let them stay in the area there. Counter charge the Yari Ashigaru here with 1 unit. Certainly push here. Now we won't want to maintain the melee, of course, but we'll want to pull out very quickly because the Yari Ashigaru quite obviously are going to ruin our cavalry. Actually, just hold on for 2 seconds because they are broken. They're not going to fight back. That's brilliant stuff. Get the Katana Samurai directly into the Yari then. Run these down. That's all good. Yeah, they're not going to take any damage whatsoever. So it looks like we're being drawn through here. The enemy is tired with this Yari Ashigaru, but I want to make sure we're also synced ourselves. Let's start using our bow units to tempt out the Yari Samurai, are we? No, the enemy's pushing here. Okay, not a bother. We'll remain here then. We can keep this slope. That's all good. Yeah, we'll keep the slope here. Just a bit worried about how that's... doesn't look like it's passable terrain. Okay, right, that's a bit of a bother. That really is a bother. It doesn't help us. Hide in the woodland, if possible. How are we doing over here? Wiping them out. Wiping them out. Rest and get our Yari Cav to run these down. So we took 3 losses with that charge on the Yari Cav. We didn't take many losses whatsoever. Monks did take a bit of a beating there, so we have to be careful with them. Yeah, the enemy's trying to just focus on that hill now, aren't they? And the enemy's offering up a sacrifice of more Yari Samurai. They're going to get a downhill charge, that's all good, with rapid advance. We're going to get directly in their flanks though, with these warrior monks, once again. And that'll be fairly easy. Our Katana Samurai do counter them, but we're tired and they're not. They're shaking on the enemy. There we go, lovely charge onto the rear there. Did lose a couple on our charge actually. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. So now their attention is divided. Get the lethal warrior Naginata in there. How is the enemy manoeuvring for us now? We have some Yari Samurai. We've shaken this area because we're under bow fire as well, so we can't be having that. So charge into the Yari Samurai. And we might charge over here into the bows as well. Yeah, firing out over here towards Yari Ashigaru is not ideal. Let's fire onto something a little more elite. Let's try and get into these Yari Samurai. Are we actually hidden here? No. Okay, charge into the Yari Samurai. They can't wall up. Let's get those in together. And yeah, we just really go for it here. What's this? Yari Ashigaru moving. Okay. Move here. Make that decisive. A bit worried that that's taken so long. Let's pull out. Maybe get a rear charge there. Bring in our cavalry here, because we're going to want some rear charges, of course. I want Uesugi Masakage up here to help our morale. We're pushing far too hard there. Pull back. This unit's pushing far too hard as well. Alright, get on to... Is it just Bow Ashigara there? Let's fire onto the general then. Get a wall going, because we are now rather split. Get the Katana Samurai in there, and one to pull back here to deal with the Yara Samurai now threatening the cavalry. So the oblique is working. Needs some supporting cavalry over here, I think, though. Halt, because we're going to move there. Let's hit some Yara Samurai here. And actually get the charge in. We've dealt with this unit very nicely indeed. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. We're taking a little too many losses for my liking, though, considering we're going to probably have a second battle on hand. Let's get to some shouts going. How are we doing here? Yeah, I think we're doing beautifully here. Let's get a rear charge going. It's going to be quite literally an uphill battle now, so that's not ideal. Taking a fair few losses here as well, aren't we? We're going to have to push this. We get a bit of a rear charge in here. What's this over here? Yara Ashigara, let's be careful. Dealt with this unit, great stuff. We might want to just retire the infantry over there. Yeah, we can't rear charge here because that Yara Ashigara is watching us. That's a shame. Caught their general though, or a general, that would be their son and heir. I'll happily take that trade. We can certainly beat him with our Yara cavalry. So what we do is we get Masakage over here. We certainly shout in this area here. We deafen the enemy. Yeah, we're certainly doing well. Oh, that is Yara Samurai. Let's pull back. Get a charge here. Get a bit of a charge here, but I have to watch out. I was hoping to inspire this lot, but it's not going to happen. How we're doing, let's get some shots into this group. Pull around here. Actually, what can we fire over here? Let's get their general there, because that's rather open once again. Yari Cav, pull back. Samurai, just take melee here quickly. And we're going to catch their son and heir once again. Actually, that is their daimyo. Can't let that disappear them. Let's inspire to improve morale. And now we get the rear charge here. How are we doing with this unit of cavalry? We have forgotten about it. But there is their son and heir once again. Let's get on top of that. Have some units over here to get onto the Yara Ashigara, please. Melted their core, absolutely melted it. Let's take the hill while we can, just for the sake of it. Let's pull out with that charge. Don't need that anymore. Going to charge into the rear of this Ashigara unit, which frees up our cavalry now. Now, I don't think we managed to kill off their general, did we? Can we see if we can find them? No word of their death. We're going to have to charge down the samurai here. Looks there's no survivors. Looks like their general escaped all the way over here. There's one person left. Let's see if we can charge that down then. Let's continue to see if we can get that. Well, we did take quite a few losses in that battle, actually 1100, but as far as general health is concerned, we're looking okay. It's just these Katana Samurai I'll be a little watchful in using in the future. Looks like the enemy survived with something, 359 men. We didn't manage to kill off either, or we managed to kill off their son and heir apparently, but that daimyo was the only person surviving in that bodyguard unit. Not happy with that at all. We really should have thought about sabotaging some armies. Was there something we didn't really need to build somewhere? Where were we building? So over here, we don't need the monastery there at the moment whatsoever. Which agent is greater level? This one. So what we can do is sabotage this nasty looking army. Excellent that that worked. It's a lifesaver. Because now we can retreat back for now. And this army can have a go over here. Now they will be reinforced by their daimyo, which is excellent news for us, which means we can wipe that out. We're fully warrior monks, a tiny bit of cavalry to deal with a very similar looking army here. So let's absolutely annihilate them. Yeah, the balance of power is not in our favour because they have a reinforcing army, and I think armour plays a part in the auto-resolve, but we're not going to auto-resolve it either way. We have a lot of bow power as well, so this will really help us out. So, looks to be the same battle map as previously, which is a tad boring, and it means we're going to be playing very similarly. We actually have largely slightly more armoured warrior monks, don't we? That's great. Let's keep 2 units of bows on this side. I think we are going to oblique once again. Keep all of our cavalry on one side as well. I do like the idea of flanking there. So that is group 1. Lovely. And we'll get our more armoured... say armoured, they've got like 4 armour in total, but it's more than the usual 2. Which is, yeah, abysmal. Same sort of thing here. Very, very easy indeed. We provide 2 units on the flank here as reserve. We reserve over here in our left centre as well. This would be group 2. That's great stuff. Right, once again, let's see. Looks like the enemy's performing a very long line once again. That's okay. Let's take this group. And we move out over here again. Hopefully we can get on to isolate them once again. So we have a lot more bow power in this area than the enemy. In fact, I currently can't see any bow samurai about. So we're going to start hitting some Yari samurai with our bow warrior monks. We formed a little box here for us to retreat into if need be. We certainly will need to. I want to take them off of this hill if possible. Sounds like we're being negated by the trees a little bit, but we're getting some excellent kills in already. And the enemy's actually wearing themselves out by doing this running all the time. Let's pull back already, I think, into our box. And we are going to want to countercharge. If we bring up, can I see the stats? No, probably not, so that's okay. Let's charge in here. Might want to just protect there a bit better. Enemy, yep, deciding they don't want to countercharge. That's excellent. Let's fire onto this unit over here. And we get onto the enemy's flank, I think, if possible there. What are we doing over here? We see some Yari samurai coming down the hill. Can we range them? I think we can, actually. That's great. Are we firing? No. Let's do that then. Keep an eye out for that. Got to run here, please, before we take too many losses here. Certainly out killing the enemy, but we need to really make that decisive, don't we? Enemy's not taking the bait from the losses here. Let's get on to this tired unit of Yari samurai so that when we do engage in melee, that'll be that much easier. Is that what we're firing at? Yeah, get in there. We'll save our fire arrows. It looks like we are ranging these Yari samurai for now, but they don't want to engage. Just want to tire themselves out. That's all good for me. We can certainly wait. We have patience. Let's counter-charge here then. Taking some losses on that charge, which is great stuff. Let's change our target then to this unit of Yari samurai. And I think actually we do get some fire arrows out now. Maybe get some flanking charges in and get into these bows, I think, with some Yari cavalry. If the enemy doesn't want to fall for us here, we just stay here. That's okay, no need to tire ourselves out. Let's see how we're doing over here. I think we're just getting friendly fire over here, so let's start weakening the rear units. We get a bit of a charge in here. It looks like we did click through the enemy formation, so we'll be taking too many losses. In fact, because they're wavering, they're not too sure who they want to engage properly here. And we have dealt with one unit here that's wavering. Excellent. Let's charge into the side here, because I think they're doing quite well here. Oh, we've taken a lot of losses this unit actually. Pull back a tiny bit. Yeah, let's get another charge around there. What we're doing here, are we able to get into here? No, we're not, because the Yari samurai stood right on top of their bows. Really makes it difficult, that. Not very considerate of them. Yeah, this is going to have to be a flanking unit. Gets in and shouts, I think. Get in here. This is going to carry on that charge. We're going to follow that up, make sure they have no one remaining there. That's going to be a rear charge as well. I want to get the morale shot there if possible. How are we doing over here? Can we force the enemy through to us? Let's get that Yaro Samurai that's coming through. Oh, I did not notice that. Yaro Samurai coming through here. That means we lost a few bows, but not too many. 3 so far. We can certainly live with that. Oh, I lost a lot of cavalry over here to the enemy bows. Not liking that whatsoever. Let's charge them down here then. Yeah, let's just keep charging through. Don't like that whatsoever. Should have kept an eye out for that. Should have seen that coming. Yaro Ashigara, bow samurai. Yeah, let's get the top of the Yaro Ashigara here. Bow Ashigara on the flanks there. Let's get on top of that. It's pretty much nullified our cavalry there. That's a shame. We're going to have to start moving with this area as well because the enemy wants to change their formation by the looks of it. Let's get our general around, we might have to help. Charging into the bow Ashigara here, excellent. Oh, and then next to the bow samurai there, so we can certainly maintain that. Move up. Yeah, we get some good shots into the enemy melee troops here, which is excellent. That's what we like to see. Seeing some Yaro Samurai engaging now, so I'm not going to change our fire to that. Yeah, because they're starting moving now with his Ashigari units and such. Not liking that whatsoever. Push in here. How are we doing with that? Units of battered cavalry, not great. Let's keep that out then. Let's see. Have a couple units over here to deal with, some battered samurai. So we can send, I think 2 units will be fine to deal with that. And our reserve needs to be pushed in now, doesn't it? Get on top of these bows to nullify them completely. Pull out, please, with this cavalry. Don't want to lose the cavalry completely if we can help it. What else? Let's get onto this thick amount of Yaro Samurai. I would use whistling arrows, but we're going to be firing over our own men. It's not ideal, of course. Let's get these units of bows onto the bow samurai here. In fact, I think our general can charge us down if it's simply bow samurai. They're not firing on him in particular. Just initiate the charge, remove some of their shots. No need to maintain the combat here though. Yeah, let's pull out. That's initiated the charge. That's all great. Just moving with everyone there. Get a rear charge off here again, just to make sure the enemy does retreat. We're getting a lot of kills out with these bows actually. 216 to one of those, 190 to the other. And more Yari Samurai there. Yeah, and pull out immediately there because that's going to give us a lot of hurt. Enemy generals pushing down, excellent, that's what we like to see. We can't stand and fight, but we do want to inspire people when we get the chance. Did we deal with this unit? No, we didn't. Let's push up then, just get on top of there, deal with the enemy flank. We need more units then over here. If that's the case, start firing onto the Yari Samurai here. Attack that, get onto the general more specifically. Yeah, okay, we're seeing a lot of Yari Samurai come out now. Being stuck here, that's not good whatsoever. Being caught out, we're going to lose that unit of cavalry. We'll probably use a unit of warrior monks as well. Where's our general? Okay, alright. Make sure we focus that general. We must focus the general. We do see some enemies coming down here. Push in here. Make that flank nice and steady. There we go, dealing with this unit very nicely indeed. Actually needed one in the end. Let's get on top of here. Guess this massive blob with some fire arrows now, please. Oh, I'm not liking this. This is our general as well. Oh dear, that's a massive misposition there. Massively mispositioned there. Pull out. Rally that. And I think we have to inspire here. Shouting would be great. Ideal, we get some flaming arrows in here. This is much bloodier than it had to be, so I've not handled it too well. It's a shame. I wish we had stand and fight, but this is actually quite a low rank general.
My lord, a glorious
I don't think this unit's going to do too much for us now. We'll pull them back. So we could have done a lot more with them. Our bows are certainly doing quite well over here with a lot of kills there. And that is the enemy down. They're going to have a lot of men remaining though. That's the problem. A lot of men remaining. What we can do actually while they are running is run them down, of course. We won't be hindered there. So yeah, lost actually 2 units completely there, which is very, very sad to see. We're not in a great position to reinforce that. Enemy also has some people remaining, which is a shame. So we do need to pull back to cover ourselves. Although this still doesn't cover the road, which is a shame. We might have to pull back over here for now. We have a leveled up Meske. This is to help our attack cells, isn't it? Okay, well we'll do that then. We do need the income at the moment. We've seen towns again. Yeah, let's do that. Because we'll see excellent income from Kozuke there. So, it's taking some losses ourselves, but we've really battered the Satake now. They have nothing else by the looks of things. They shouldn't have anything in Hitachi. Which means once we've recovered here, we can push in to take Shimosuke, which is excellent stuff. We don't have a full stack over here because we lost that bow warrior, that's why. Could we do anything about that just now? Not really. Righty. So, what can we do about the Tokugawa? Because we really overpower them, and they do still have vassalage over the Tokugawa, which is interesting. Can't go for peace, can't do anything like that. We will have to batter them, that's okay. That's all good. What about the Tokugawa? Nothing else really happening there. Can't expect to stay friendly with them very long though. Yeah. The plan there is to beat down the Imagawa and vassalize them, and thereby further vassalizing the Tokugawa, but that's not going to be an easy alliance, is it? Or a steady alliance. We need to change our research over. More income from trade is not really worth it at the moment. Increased success chance to monk actions. Increased success chance to ninja actions would be useful. We were going to go for Kujutsu Mastery, I think, but we're not using a lot of bow units, so it's not really too useful. Could go for the Sword Master School to help out our recruitment of Katana Samurai, of course. It's going to take quite a while for that to really go through. It's 5 turns to research and then even more turns to upgrade any Katana dojos. Is there anything that gives us greater benefits? Might have to be loyal to generals into ninjutsu mastery, really, because we're really relying on our ninjas. It's quite the wait, but it's going to be worth it. Now, what we're doing with these ships we captured, we want to repair, I think. Well, we certainly do. I think, how much are they costing us? Only really a couple hundred there. But we can't do anything to repair them just yet. I think we just disband them because they're not really useful at the moment. We just want that extra bit of income. Could we do anything to help out our taxes? If we bump that up to full, that's really helping us actually. Just double check our previous messages. We're getting courageous. That's all good then. Yeah, we didn't get mounting unrest previously, so we will next turn, but that's okay. Just source out our taxes there. So yeah, replen here. We will have to bring over from Musashi, won't we? Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, bring in the Meske for now to deal with repression for a minute, and I think we'll end the Satomi on the next turn. See what happens with the Imagawa, of course, as well, and the Tokugawa. So we actually lost an agent to a Meske in Musashi, but actually that's not the only one. Okay, we lost a few there. Didn't show us all of that. We will enlist a general. Oh, that's not good. That suggests we've lost a general. So where was that suspicious death? It's down here. Okay, so that was actually the Mexique we just leveled up. At least it wasn't... Oh, they built an arsenal in Iwate. If the Darcy goes to war with us, we can expect to see matchlocks then. That's fun. We need to reduce our taxes because of unhappiness. Now that the Tokugawa's declared war on us, we're losing that really juicy trade agreement we have with them, which I'm not too happy about, to be honest. We're going to have to take Kazusa, and we'll peacefully occupy that. And that will be the clan destroyed there, which is brilliant stuff. And that will increase our income as well. We don't want to recruit here, so we're going to take away the stables there and make that another sake den. Oh, that's disgusting. We have a siege workshop here. Should have noticed that. Want to make that a sake den as well. So this over here, I think, is actually sourcing out. Yeah, with the repression there, that's actually sourcing out our happiness. We're going to have to stay over here for a bit of time though to police and recover in Kazusa, which means if the Imagawa move towards us, we're going to be a bit of a pinch there. We can move towards North Shinano with a couple units though, which is great, but we don't see a Tokugawa army in South Shinano at the moment. So we'll keep an eye out over there in case they're just in the tree line. The Shoni are threatening us with a navy. We move away from that for now. We can do. Move over here. Blocked here with the Hatano. Again, not so interested in dealing with fleets at the moment because it is just very tedious. Got call to arms, which isn't too bad. Don't have the money to really deal with that though at the moment, do we? Right, let's upgrade this now then, now that we have the money. Was there anything else that needed to be done? Yeah, we wanted to upgrade over here and build, didn't we? So we'll do that. A few turns that will increase our income. Very happy for that. How are we looking over here? We actually have a new general over here. He's very loyal as well, so that will help us in Fukushima. Let's go and lay an ambush here, just in case the enemy is thinking about bringing an army through. And that'll be able to take Fukushima fairly soon. Let's bring down our Meske. Hopefully he can deal with this one. 65% isn't great. What about the army in here? Might be able to bribe that. Look at our treasure. It's probably not going to happen. Yeah, take 10,000? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. It's cheaper than this lot. That might be because they're in a castle then. Right. How are we dealing with replenishment here? Actually not too bad. We're going to stand over here, just so we protect the bridges. We're going to have to stay over here for a little bit of time though, just to replenish, which is a little bit sad. Let's move over here to reinforce at least. We're going to want to create some more agents, aren't we? Let's see, Saruga, we can recruit a couple more as well. We're going to want to start spying this area. That's about it for this turn. Can we do anything else, really? I can't believe the Miyoshi as well want to declare war on us.
I will listen.
What about the Takayama? Because we beat them down quite a lot.
So then, what have you to say today? Will my ears
If we beat down their navies, we can force them into peace. I've had that before. They do take that into account. So we have a failed apprehension attempt. We have some sabotage. Tried and imprisoned. That's not ideal. Okay. What's happened to those armies then? We're going to have to move down to Hitachi, I think. Okay, that's where it's gone. So we can't really move into Fukushima, can we, because of that? We're going to have to force our way into Shimosuke. But that's absolutely fine. We can do that. What we would do is siege this over here. Like so. We can reinforce. Lovely stuff. Also through that actually. We take very few losses. Actually probably less than what I'd have taken myself. Very happy for that. We actually get the Great Shrine. So we get more experience or ranks for recruited monks, More experience for bow warrior monks and standard Naginata monks, as well as morale for all recruits in this area. That's okay then, isn't it? That's actually very nice indeed. Average soil, we'll upgrade that. So, I think what we do is we... Oh, that's not going to cover the road, is it? Let's turn around here. Wouldn't mind laying an ambush, but that, again, that doesn't cover the road, which is basically useless there. We want this army to really take the brunt of anything, don't we? Just make sure we're stood next to the castle at least. So, what do we think the enemy will do here, is the question. Or was that our... That was tried and imprisoned at least, wasn't it? At least we weren't executed with our ninja here, because that's quite a high level ninja we had. I want to see if we can take on this one. Imprisoned there, that's okay. Let's start bringing our spies down. Had that potential attempt over here. It's not going to work. Come on. It's going to be even lower. Give it a go. That's okay, it's not a problem. That will upgrade him though. Let's go for counter spying and later on apprehension. Lovely stuff. Actually, Saruga, yeah, would have upgraded him anyway. I should have done that beforehand. So that's a bit of an oversight. Now, on the next turn, I think the Tokugawa army is going to try and push in towards Echizen. And this is actually Honda Kiyahide, who is their son and heir. So we can get a very nice ambush over here with this army, and that should help upgrade our general as well, which is brilliant stuff. So we can easily deal with that, I think. That would be a very nice ambush there indeed. That starts doing us quite the favour. Can I actually make peace with the Satake for now? See what they say. It's unacceptable. That's okay. We want to take them over anyway, so it only does us a favour. This does open us up to Miyagi province though, and of course Uzen over here. It looks like the Hatakeyama are beating down the Dase, so no wonder the Dase don't want to declare war on us. In fact, they have quite a few stacks over here, so that's going to be a pain. We're going to have to start recruiting now for that, aren't we? Because we need the reinforcements to really push up over here. Alright, so let's start doing that then. We want to fill up this army first, at least, don't we? So let's get some bows out. So we get 4 units of bows, and that will do. But I think, guys, on that rather limp notes, that might have to be the end of it for today. Otherwise, it will carry on forever, this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. Made some fair progress. Realm Divide's not going as badly as it could have done because we prepared as much as we could have done for it. It's just a case of dealing with the enemy navies and fleets. But again, that's very tedious. Very tedious indeed. So that might have to be done off screen. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I shall see you in the future. May all of your nights and days be auspicious. Goodbye.